And we're back with Every Game Ever. And Eric has a story to tell you.
Yeah, so evidently the Xbox turns itself off if there's no input detected for an hour, and we went to go get lunch after the last episode, and came back and it shut down. And it dawned on me that this being an original Xbox game, it might not have autosave. So we came back, turned it on, and surprise!
No game.
But the upside was that since it's an original Xbox game, there were cheat codes. So we've done a level select, a level skip to get us back to where we were last time, so it should be okay. But if something like goes wrong at the end and the game calls us cheaters, that's why.
Yeah.
We did not think that one through.
Nope, we didn't, so...
Something's come up. We need you back at the academy.
Okay.
I'm proud of you, Jaden. Despite everything, you've really kept your balance and control.
Well, except for that one mission we had on the train. We kept losing our balance on that one.
Yeah. Falling into the depths of space.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I should get a cutscene here. Obviously.
Personal records and access some highly sensitive data about places where I felt a strong connection to the Force. Places like Cloud City, Hoth, and Biss.
What could they get from that besides a tour?
Something nasty.
I believe
Herpes.
that the stuff that Jaden saw was somehow used to drain the residual Force power from the Masasi Temple.
Drain the Force? How can anyone do that?
I'm not sure. But I've learned from the Jedi holocron that devices were created in the past that could absorb and store Force energy.
Like a
Those
battery?
people Jaden saw may have discovered some way to harvest force
Yes.
power with that scepter.
Which could be dangerous indeed.
Ooh, rabble.
Investigate any locations from my records. That includes all of you students. Corin, you're going to Wayland. Kyle, I need you to look at the Valley of the Jedi.
Look at the Valley of her Jedi.
Fine.
Saying that fast.
Why would they be stealing force power?
Oh, there's a lot of twins.
I don't know. You worry too much, Jaden. I bet that these cult guys can't take on a Jedi.
You're not Jedi.
Well, we're not
yet.
Jedi yet.
There you
We're
go.
just students.
You are not a Jedi
Maybe
yet.
just students, but you're both well on your way. So don't rush.
Jaden, you killed many of the Sith allies, and Rosh, you've
I imagine
You're doing good.
Strong layer there.
Yeah.
Using the remains
Good.
of the planet Biss. It's very remote, so I doubt the cult has been there. Don't stay too long. The Imperial remnant may still be operating in the area.
No problem.
That's everyone then.
No
The
problem.
Force be with all of you.
and especially with you.
Good luck. Call me if you need any help.
Fuck you, Rosh.
Get the fuck off me.
I don't like the peanut butter ones as much as I like the
I prefer
peanut
them.
ones. My problem is, it's like, if I'm going to eat that, I might as well just have the Reese's Pieces.
I hate... These are so much better than Reese's Pieces.
No, we'll just have to agree to disagree on that one.
I disagree.
And I agree that we disagree on that.
I don't even get like an astromech with Z95.
Astromech?
Yeah, like R2.
Seems like a good place to park. Yeah. Remember where we parked? In the middle of the snowfield. According to my pocket printer here, it says... What the fuck is going on?
He's trying to sense the Force.
Nothing. Was Master Skywalker wrong about this place? What's that?
What is that sound?
Better check it out.
Well, we're gonna go check it out. Oh.
Fucking Tauntaun's off screen?
Yeah.
The fuck, game? Because all I just hear is... And while
That happens a lot.
he's just staring off in the distance, I'm like, is that what he's talking about? Is like,
Oh, wait, I can ride a Tauntaun. I'm pretty sure.
you could sleep inside one.
You know what the temperature inside a Tauntaun is?
Uh-uh.
Lukewarm. Alright, let's see. You should be able to.
Get back. I walked into that one. It's a good turn.
There we go.
You know, the best part is, they have every opportunity to make it look less janky with like better graphics and stuff. It still looks like it's stop motion.
Maybe Master Luke was right after all.
I'm doing. I got a gun. Tauntaun isn't very good at walking backwards. Really.
I got the voice, bitches!
He's not even aiming for shooting where I'm pointing the reticle.
He's just shooting everywhere.
Okay, I'm just gonna run him. I can headbutt them.
Oh god!
Alright, this guy's directly in front of me. Can I...
Oh god!
That was worth the death. Sorry, that was.
You have done. I'm dying. God damn. Oh my god!
I'm a Jedi.
Something straight out of Robot Chicken. Like, hey, right at Tauntaun. Whee!
I'm the most powerful Jedi in the world. Just like imagining what these guys are thinking. It's like, the fuck?
They all kept their heads together. They're all just like straight up like shooting at you, but still like, yeah. Just the hell is he doing?
This isn't going much better.
I don't.
Alright, I'm getting off the horse.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to fight on the Tauntaun.
You're not supposed to fight on the Tauntaun. I am.
I stand corrected. Oh, Eric, when you're editing this, just splice in a clip of that with to yakety sax.
I'm the most powerful Jedi ever! Just be like, man, these Jedis they're training these days are idiots.
Well, to be fair, it's not like the old generation was much better. Master Anakin, what's wrong? And just a slight step back, like, oh fuck! Just like a... Go to your happy place, Anakin.
I left some flowers on the table for you, Padme. Oh god!
You know what? I'm gonna make a bold stand here.
So
Seth Green, if you ever want to come on the show, let us know. We'd love to have you.
So, yeah, it was pretty pointless that I went back and got the Tauntaun. Goodbye, my friend. Thank you for taking care of me.
Crack me open if you start dying.
Will do. Thanks for making me the most powerful
I
Jedi
don't
in
want
the
to hurt
world.
you.
Come on, man. Come on, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Why is he cel-shaded? Oh, there he comes. So, what is this thing actually called?
Wampa.
Okay. I always got confused because I'm like, I want to say it was the Wampa, but then there's the Womp Rats on Tatooine. Which makes you think that, the prefix Womp must mean something in the Star Wars universe, right? A Wampa,
You know, this gets
and a
really
Womp Rat.
depressing right about here because we find all the Wampa children.
Really? God damn it. I was making a long form joke. I was gonna tie it back into Recess. How TJ Detweiler would always be like, "Oh, this Womps," and be like, "Yeah, he probably got out of space." And orphan, like they probably look like shaggy little puppies. You son of a bitch. No,
Probably kind of closer to bears, like cubs. That
Yeah,
kind of
probably.
stand on their back legs. Like,
I
love you, Mama. Maybe they could talk a little bit. Mama, no! Just don't leave any orphans, Jaden. Now I'm a real Jedi.
Are you proud of me, Dad? Hey, they followed you. They're like, yeah, we can go through rocks, son of a bitch. Just leave us. You know it's cold out here, right?
I really want a headbutt. There, I got him.
It's just...
I don't want to killing one of these wampas instead of...
No.
Yeah. Get out of the way, you goddamn wampa. Or get goddamn tauntaun.
Dude, you gotta get off. This isn't gonna work. It's just the wildly flailing of the arms, like
suppressing fire!
God damn it, Jaden!
You killed a black stormtrooper! Those are like unicorns!
Hey, Kyle. Kyle! What, Jaden? Boom.
Like, that stormtrooper jump worked on so many levels.
We did. Way to toot your own horn there, buddy.
Yeah. It's just like the shit that John Boyega had to put up with.
I know.
This isn't what it looked like in the hollow bits. The
Ooh,
weather...
tell me you get a ride the AT-AT.
If you get there quick enough, I think you can actually take it.
And it's an AT-AT. You don't call them AT-ATs. I'm making a stand. That drives me fucking insane. People are like, yeah, the AT-AT. Okay, so the AT-STs, you call them ATs.
Yeah.
No, you don't, because that's stupid. You're stupid.
You're stupid.
Oh, you call them AT-AT. You're okay. Wow, that reconnaissance droid is actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. You know, because I was assuming it was about the size of a toaster back in Return of the Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
So now we've talked about this before, but not on the show. That I'm actually not a fan of Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, and I mean it's the better movie.
It's what everyone says. I still like A New Hope better. My problem that I have with Empire Strikes Back, I think, ultimately is the color scheme and being in places that I would never want to be. Like, I hate the cold. I would hate to be on Hoth. And then when you're not on Hoth, you're in the Dagobah system, where everything's like a bubbling, nasty smelling swamp. Or you're in Cloud City, which would look kind of cool, except that it's like perpetually sunset, and it's this weird pastel color that I don't dig at all.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I know that A New Hope is probably a better movie than Return of the Jedi, but it goes, for me anyway, it goes Empire, Return, New Hope.
See, for me, and it's A New Hope, Return of the Jedi, and then Empire Strikes Back. Well, it's not saying like that I don't like Empire Strikes Back. It's just out of the three of... Oh, I guess I do. I guess I did say that. But it's like out of the three, it's the one I like the least.
Well, there was a theory that I heard once, and it was on the show How I Met Your Mother, and it says that as long as you see Return of the Jedi young enough that you don't think that
Ewoks
are annoying, yeah, you'll love the movie. Because you always have these fond memories of it, so...
Yeah, well, and it's because, you know, the Ewoks were made for children.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Much like the prequels.
Yeah. Okay, you
Which
know
are
what?
more violent.
Well, it's because they're more action.
Yeah.
They're less, like, they're less world building, you know?
I disagree. I think they're more world building.
Well, I mean, like, they don't spend more time building the world rather than just going to places and then having things happen, you know?
Yeah. I don't necessarily mind all the political stuff in the prequels, because I think it's kind of... I mean, it's necessary for the world.
I don't know. Like, I still think the only prequel worth watching is Episode 3. Because Episode 1 doesn't get you where you want to go. They bring a prophecy about bringing balance to the Force, and they don't ever really, like, touch on that again, except for the end of the third one, and even then it's like, they're very vague about what that prophecy that Anakin is supposed to fulfill is. And reality, and then the second one is this like this weird side story about it more or less just kind of explains where the stormtroopers came from, if anything.
Yeah.
You know, because it doesn't do much to really feed in Anakin's backstory anymore, other than just being like, yeah, he's in love with Padme, but you already knew that going in.
Yeah, but now they're together.
Yeah, it's like, but like we didn't need to know that.
Yeah.
I mean, like we didn't need to see it because we already knew it.
Yeah.
And honestly, seeing it made it less believable. There was no on-screen chemistry there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
And that's, you
Episode
know...
3 I actually liked pretty well as a movie.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the movie. I've watched that one more than any of the other two.
Yeah.
Prequels, for sure. But, yeah, I gotta say, my least favorite was Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's redeeming qualities in Phantom Menace. There's even redeeming qualities in Attack of the Clones. There's just a lot less.
Well, I'll always defend Phantom Menace has a right to exist because it gave us Star Wars Episode 1 racing pod racers, you know?
You see that? I stepped on the mouse droid and then see.
Oh god! Oh god! It's like my cat when she sees me coming for her. She's like, oh god! But, yeah, no, I didn't like the second one. I didn't even like any of the games that came out of the second one, which is weird because the second one was the one that was, like, I feel like most geared towards making merchandise for.
Yeah. You know, Bounty Hunter was okay. From what I've heard, it's pretty much unplayable.
Yeah?
Yeah. Somebody once told me that it's like, yeah, you may remember it fondly, but it's pretty much unplayable.
Like I've watched a review of it once where it was basically like, no, this game is really crappy.
Yeah.
But everyone really wanted it to be good because, I mean, who doesn't want to play as Boba Fett?
Yeah, Jango. You played as Jango.
Is it Jango? I thought it was Boba.
You played as Jango, and then there was a rumor that 1313, the canceled Star Wars game, was supposed to...
yeah, that's right. That's
Boba Fett
right.
was supposed to be the main character. Which, like, it was pretty much a completed game. I don't understand. I've never understood why we never got that game.
You know what? A lot of it comes down, like... You know how there's a lot of fuckery that goes on with, like, the movie industry, right?
Yeah.
The game industry is even worse, especially when the movie industry gets involved with the game industry. Because, like, a movie industry will sink millions of dollars into a movie and then cripple it and just be for the most pettiest reasons.
Yeah.
Guess keep following the beacons.
And for them, it's like, it's whatever. It probably wasn't going to make that money back anyways.
Yeah.
But with video games, like, there's almost always a customer base willing to try it. At the very least, you've got outlets like Blockbuster and stuff that'll pay for it to be able to rent
That's
it.
just a massacre.
You know?
Yeah. You ever seen the episode of South Park where Randy buys a Blockbuster?
No.
Oh, they do.
Would they be guarding
They
this?
do The Shining. You have to check it out.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now. I remember him sitting in
Yeah.
it, just staring at the back of the wall with the face, you know?
Yeah.
But, which is, it's really weird, like, they don't...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was. The movie industry, when it comes to the game industry, doesn't seem to realize that, like, there's a lot more people taking a lot more time to make a game than it might be to cut a movie that's, like, because you can do 2 years of production on a movie and not actually have a lot done, you know? Because at that
You
stage...
mean on a game?
No, like, because you can go through, like, well, we've basically paid 3 people to keep writing a script, and it keeps getting passed to producers, and, like, whereas for the game, like...
A game stuck in development... I mean, a movie stuck in development hell can be stuck in development hell for a decade.
Yeah, but, like, what happens with games is, like, because they don't start off with a story first and then start casting and stuff, they usually start off with gameplay, which means you've got people making a prototype, and you've got people making assets with the prototype, because once you get out a prototype, you have to immediately start making, like, a final game. You know, you've got to start making something that looks playable to an investor, you know? Because no matter how many times you tell an investor or a client, like, this is temporary stuff, we'll have real footage in there or whatever, we'll have actual assets in there when we get closer to the end of the game, they won't get it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you'll have, like, debug stuff on the screen showing where things are, and they're like, I like it, but I don't like that stuff in the screen. Can we get rid of that? It's like, yeah, no, it's gonna be gone. Okay. And then, like, they'll keep bringing it up, like, yeah, so I don't know, it doesn't look really finished, so I don't really want to keep paying for it. It's like, it's not finished. No, that's debug stuff. It's not going to be there in the final game. It just lacks polish, you know? I'm like, yeah, because it's in prototype.
Never been over to that area before. I always, because, you know, the ATSD is where you're supposed to be.
Yeah. Do we want to go investigate that next time on Every Game Ever?
Yeah. This
All
is
right.
actually a good stopping point, because this is where part 2 of this level starts. It's pretty soon, so.
Alright, so part 2 starts
Next time.